What's up everybody, and welcome back to the channel and another quick card breakdown video. Today we have 11 new Signature Series cards to talk about, the new Flawless 12-0 cards, the Signature Series Choice Pack, the new Topps Now moments, a few new moments. It's going to be a little bit of a longer video, but if you guys enjoy it, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more videos just like this. Without me talking anymore, let's get into it. So first, let's talk about the new Battle Royale Flawless Choice Pack rewards. The two this time around are Eric Gagne and Minnie Minoso, of course, both Signature Series. So both of these are added to the new 12-0 Flawless packs, which means you still get 3 in the pack. It's a random roll of 3, but at least one of the new set will be in there, which means you'll get either Eric Gagne or Minnie Minoso if you go 12-0. But you also get to see Willie McCovey, Felix Hernandez, Michael Young, Eric Davis, and all the other 12-0 Flawless cards mixed in there as well. Of course, the Choice Pack you only see 3 cards out of the 12-0 Flawless Choice Pack. But without me talking anymore, let's check out Eric Gagne. Eric Gagne might be the best closing pitcher in the game. I mean, he's definitely up there with Billy Wagner at this point. He is an endgame closer, as you can see. His fastball is 97 miles per hour. He's got a curveball of about 70 miles an hour. That's a pretty big difference. That's close to 30 miles an hour difference. That's probably about as big of a speed differential as you're going to see in a pitching card this season. He has 118 and 125 hits and Ks per 9, 87 and 90 walks and home runs per 9, 125 clutch, 82 control, 89 velocity, but 95 break is amazing. This card, I mean, great closing pitcher card. End game closer. To be honest with everyone, I mean, this card is going to be very difficult to hit, especially in the upper ranges of ranked seasons where you have Hall of Fame and Legend difficulty. This card is definitely going to be worth a lot. So to be completely honest with everyone, I had not heard of Minnie Minoso before this year, and now suddenly he's got cards all over the place, including now a new 99 card, which of course you can find in the 12-0 Flawless Reward Pack from VR. He has 112, 116 contact, 82, 76 power, 125 vision, which is maxed out, which means he's got a big PCI, and he's only 5'10", which means he has a pretty small strike zone as well. Those two things coupled together are going to make him very dangerous to face. 109 discipline, 118 clutch, 91 bunting is really good, 88 fielding is solid, 74 arm strength isn't the best, but it'll get it done. 87 speed is great. He plays third base as a secondary position as well as center field and right field. This Minnie Minoso card is going to be really good, I think. He's a good all-around 5-tool player, and he'll make your team better regardless of where your team stands right now. Now just quickly here, let's talk about moments really quick. They said they were going to release the next batch of Topps Now moments, which of course you have Max Scherzer with his black eye being one of the moments in that amazing game he pitched after attempting to bunt. You have, of course, CC's 250th win. It's just the new batch of Topps Now moments. We've also got these MLB.com moments, which people were voting on Twitter. It's called Play Dream Matchup and What If moments. So these are essentially just what ifs and just dream matchups that people were voting on Twitter off the MLB.com page or MLB Twitter, you know. And the first one here is Hall of Fame. You have to strike out Ted Williams with Matt Chapman, of course, just one plate appearance, and you get the show pack. So essentially it's just a free pack for one strikeout. The Cubs-Astros one is the what if Kerry Wood got 21 strikeouts, and then there's one below that. I don't really remember what it is, but it seems like a good way to just get free stubs and free XP. The next thing they talked about is the next split squad event. It's the same as this split squad event. It's still in Hall of Fame difficulty, but it's NL pitchers and AL hitters. The max player overall is 85, which means you're allowed to play with a diamond. It's just not really a high diamond. So like Ronald Acuna is one of the diamonds you see all the time in this event. Obviously, it'll be like Andrelton Simmons in the next event. It's 85 overall AL hitters this time. So why are we even playing the event? Well, you are playing the event to get these event vouchers, or the ticket-looking things on the screen. You collect 6, you get 94 overall Travis Hafner. You collect 9, you get 97 Omar Vizquel. And obviously this is both of these are solid cards. Omar Vizquel is a shortstop, Hafner the first baseman, of course. If you collect all 12, which means if you get all 4 vouchers from each of the 3 events, you get 20 the show packs, which is a pretty nice reward. So far they've only been 3 inning games, so it's not like it's a humongous grind to get this done. Okay, and now for I'm sure why most of you guys are watching the video, the Signature Series Choice Pack. Let me explain who the rewards are, and then at the end I'll explain how to get them. So if you already know who the rewards are, skip ahead a few minutes and then I'll explain how to get it and all that, all the different ways to possibly get it. So each of these different levels is broken up into different pack odds. The base is 1 in 1, which means no matter what, you get one of those 3 cards. And it's a choice pack, so you get to choose. It doesn't just gift you with one of the cards, you get to pick which card you want. The mid, of course, is 1 in 4. The rare is 1 in 10. So the first reward you can get is this 95 overall Russell Martin card. He's got 84 and 86 contact, 79 and 83 power, along with 93 vision, 113 plate discipline. The fielding is also really good. He's got solid arm strength, 85 fielding, 90 arm strength, 84 arm accuracy, 88 blocking, which I don't know if that really matters in this game. Seems like some catchers are really good at blocking and others just suck regardless of the rating. 64 speed is pretty good for a catcher. Overall, this card is really good. I mean, you're giving up some power, sure, to some other catchers, like say Johnny Bench, but he's solid. It's a good catcher. The next one is this 98 overall Keith Hernandez. Now he plays first base. I remind you, this is just base 1. This is just the base level, which means no matter what, if you're picking the card, you can get a 98 overall card just for getting one of these like reward choice signature series pack thingies. But Keith Hernandez is the first baseman. He has really, really good fielding. 94 fielding is elite, 83 arm strength, which I don't know if that matters a ton as a first baseman. It's still really good. The speed is 62. His hitting, though, is incredible. 114 and 110 contact, 70 and 69 power. He reminds me of Wade Boggs, but like at first base. If you guys know the attributes on that off the top of your head, or even Tony Gwynn, but a little bit less contact. I think Tony Gwynn has 125 contact against both sides. This guy's at 114 and 110, so it's not as good, but it's still pretty solid. 117 vision is incredible, along with 121 discipline and 110 clutch. This is a really good first baseman card. Now you can argue as to whether he's better than Frank Thomas, better than some of the other guys who might come out later in the year. I think it all just depends on how good you do with his swing, personally. But Keith Hernandez is going to be a really solid card. The next one is new legend Rick Ankiel, 88 overall signature series. And guys, hear me out on this. I know it's not the best, but this card might be sneaky good. Okay, now Rick Ankiel in his career, of course, started as a pitcher, just lost all control of everything. As you can see, the walks per nine are way down, his control is way down. And then converted to a position player and was fine. So Rick Ankiel, really an interesting story. Let's look at the attributes of the card. He's got 89 stamina, 92 hits per 9, and 102 Ks per 9 is pretty good. Obviously the walks and home runs per 9 leave something to be desired. He's got 85 clutch. I mean, 83 velocity and 92 break is solid. I mean, it's up there with most pitchers that you would want in your rotation. 99 arm strength is good. The pitches he has is a 96 mile an hour fastball, 75 curve, 93 on the sinker, 84 and 83 on the slider and changeup respectively. But where this card excels, guys, is the hitting. The hitting on this card is phenomenal for a pitcher. 77 contact versus righties and 84 power versus righties. Really good. I mean, this is better than some actual position players. You go around and you look at some like actual diamond hitters, like say Ankiel Simmons. I'm not sure that I know his power isn't better than Ankiel's, and his contact might be a little better, but not much. And Ankiel is a pitcher. 58 vision is not incredible, but again, he's a pitcher. Rick Ankiel just seems like a kind of a gimmicky card. He bats and throws left-handed, but he might be sneaky good, guys. He's definitely the most interesting card in this choice pack. Alright, now let's look at the mid-tier, the 1 in 4 chance. This is the 1 in 4 chance that you get these cards. The first one of these 1 in 4 chance is Curtis Granderson. Now, Granderson does everything well. He's a 5-tool player, in my opinion, except for bunting, clearly. There's something... he's not a great bunter, but the rest of his card makes up for it. 94 contact, 76 versus righties and lefties, respectively. 191 versus righties and lefties. 79 vision, 102 plate discipline. He's got 86 fielding, is really good. In center field, he's going to be flagging a lot of balls down with that, and the 83 speed is really good. This card, the fielding and speed thing together reminds me a lot of the first Griffey card you got from the Moments, whatever one that was, his Mariners card that's out right now. That's kind of what this card reminds me of on the defensive side, but he's a really good hitter. He's a much better hitter than that card, so I think he's going to be a really, really good player out in center field. The next one is 99 overall Joey Votto. Now this reminds me of the Finest card he had a few years ago that just destroyed everyone and everything in his sight with no regard for anybody's well-being or human life. 117, 107 contact, 192 power, 92 vision, 125 discipline, 121 clutch. This card, from a hitting perspective strictly, is incredible. He's gonna hit for power, he's gonna hit for average, he's gonna knock the ball around the yard with, great ease. This card is going to be great. The defense, so I know the little defensive little metal thingy up on the top right says bronze, but he's got 81 fielding, which is actually gold fielding. 55 arm strength is really what brings this card down, but he's a first baseman, and how often are you using arm strength anyway? I think the defensive shield is a little misleading. I think he's going to do fine at first base from a defensive standpoint. He's definitely going to be really good on your team if you decide to use him. Just an amazing looking card here for Joey Votto. The last one from this middle tier is 99 George Brett. You remember the George Brett card from last year? The Immortal was not very good. This one seems like it might be better because contact is more feasible. He's got 123 contact versus righties, 104 versus lefties, 85-77 power, 125 vision is maxed out. The PCI is going to be as big as it can be for George Brett. The fielding is pretty good. The speed is at 69. It's pretty nice speed there, if I do say so myself. But this card seems really good over at third base. It seems like it's going to be, I keep saying it, I sound like a broken record here clearly, but he's going to be good. He's going to make your team better. I don't really know what third baseman you would have that you would want over this George Brett. Even that free Brooks Robinson that you could get out of the choice pack or whatever, I don't know that card is better than this George Brett. It seems like he's going to be really, really, really good. So those are all of the mid-tier players. Let's talk about the rare players that you could possibly get from this choice pack, and then we'll talk about how to get it and all the different ways you can acquire it. We talked about the endgame Dodgers closer earlier, Eric Gagne. Well, this one it might be better. Kenley Jansen, another Dodgers closer, 99 overall signature series. Kenley Jansen seems incredible. 121, 125 Ks per 9, 91 and 85 walks and homers per nine, 125 clutch, 99 velocity and 99 break, coupled with 92 control. That sounds disgusting. 96 cutter, 95 mile an hour sinker, 96 mile an hour fastball, 87 changeup, 83 slider as I read these out of order clearly. But this card seems like it's going to be disgusting. And if you have him and Gagne and Billy Wagner, I mean, the last 3 innings of every game are just going to be shut down automatically. I mean, if you have both of those cards in your bullpen, good luck to whoever you're playing, because it's GG's at that point. So the next to last card I'm going to talk about, the last one that they talked about, was Gary Carter, the catcher. He's 99 overall. His secondary is right field. He's going to get it done out there. He's still a gold fielder out there. The fielding, let's talk about the fielding first. 89 fielding, gold fielding, 90 blocking, theoretically is good, but like I said earlier, sometimes, the players play worse than their attributes. Sometimes they play better. I'm not sure if that attribute matters a ton. But 90 arm strength, he's going to throw runners out trying to steal second and especially third. 52 speed for a catcher is not bad, but the hitting seems really, really good for a catcher. I think this is even better than Johnny Bench. This might be, I don't remember the stats on Pudge, but it might be better or at least up there with Pudge. It's at least comparable. So 93 contact and 90 power versus righties is pretty good. 102 contact and 94 power versus lefties is still pretty good. I mean, those attributes there should say enough, but coupled with 120 vision, this card is going to be really tough to get out as a catcher, and the catcher's not a deep position this year. I mean, you have Pudge and you have, who else? Johnny Bench. I guess you can play Fox behind the plate like I do, but I'm sure I'm missing other players. But Carter seems like he might be the best catcher, at least on the market right now. You can talk about Yadi Molina too, but I think Carter might be the best viable card on the market as of tomorrow or right now, depending on when you're watching the video. The last card is Ryne Sandberg. He had an immortal last year, I think, for getting to World Series in one of the last months of the year. But this card, he plays second base. His secondary is third. Is he better than Alomar? I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see on that one. But 104, 113 contact, 86 and 83 power, coupled with 114 vision, is going to be really good for a second baseman. Alomar's vision might be higher, and I think his contact is higher. But Sandberg might be a better overall card than Alomar, in my opinion. I'm not looking at Alomar's stats right now, but it seems like this might be better. Of course, it depends on how he plays and stuff. 92 fielding makes him a diamond fielder. 78 arm strength is solid. You can play him at third. 78 arm strength isn't amazing for third, but you don't get a dock on it. So it's going to be 78 arm strength regardless of where you play him. I think you can get away with playing him at shortstop even, because I know if you play Alomar at shortstop, you can have him be a silver fielder, which isn't great, but it's not bad. So you could potentially get away with putting him there. 80 speed is exceptional. This card is a 5-tool player, again, 99 overall. And I mean, it's up to you as to who you want to pick in that last one. I don't think you can go wrong in the upper tier choice pack if you happen to roll the 1 in 10 odds to get one of these 3 cards. Alright, so those are the 9. Again, they are Russell Martin, Keith Hernandez, and Rick Ankiel in the base level. It's Curtis Granderson, Joey Votto, and George Brett in the mid-tier level. And then up top, of course, it is Jansen, Sandberg, and Gary Carter. But let's talk about how to get this choice pack. So the first way you can get this, and the free way to get this, is as a post-game reward. Now you can see the post-game reward screen here. You have Braun, Pilar, Odor, Joseph, and then like a bat and some other guys. And then at the bottom in the middle you have the Signature Series choice pack voucher. So if you get one of these, you go to the exchange screen here underneath the Topps vouchers for like April and May in them, and you get one of these choice packs. So it seems like it's going to be pretty easy. You have to get really lucky to get it in post-game reward though. The other way, and the more realistic way, and probably the way I'm going to buy it, is with 40,000 stubs on the market. Now you can only purchase one, but you can buy all of the cards if you want to. It's all of these cards are purchasable on the market, so if you pull a tier that you don't want that card, you can sell it and you can go buy the card that you want. But it's 40,000 stubs, which seems like a lot, but guys, if these cards were on the market, there would be more than 40,000 stubs, with the exception of maybe Rick Ankiel, who's a fun card, kind of a gimmicky card. I like that Rick Ankiel card a lot just by looking at it. But yeah, so all of these cards would probably be worth more than 40,000 stubs if they just put them out in, say, headliners packs, or, out on their own, just out on the market. So 40,000 stubs may seem like a lot, but it's a choice pack even at the base level, so if you wanted to, you can still get a 98 overall card for 40,000 stubs, and to me that seems like a steal. That is going to do it for the video, guys. That is every single new card that they talked about, every single thing actually that they talked about in the stream. I hope it's shorter than the stream. It should be. The stream was only 40-50 minutes. This should be way shorter than that. Thank you guys for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed it and want to see debuts with these cards. I'm going to try to hit as many as the stub bank will allow me to. But comment which card of these seems the best and which one of these disappoints you the most. Which new legends you want to see in the game. I know for me it's Josh Hamilton, but I'm a Rangers fan, so that shouldn't be shocking to any of you now that we have Pudge and Michael Young in the game. Get Josh Hamilton in the game, huh? But that's going to do it for me, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.